Hi guys, welcome back to Nebula Fox Toy Reviews. We're back at Jurassic World. I know, I have lots of Jurassic World figures to take a look at. But today we're taking a look at the Epic Evolution Danger Pack figures. This is Wave 1 that we're going to be taking a look at today. As of recording this video, Wave 2 isn't really a thing in the UK. In the US it's sort of a thing. But you never know, by the time I actually upload this video, it may have come out. So for Wave 1, we have an Eoraptor. We've got a Stegourus and Eoraptor 2-pack, because they are smaller dinosaurs, smaller figures. We have a Plesiosaurus. This isn't the first time Mattel have released a Plesiosaurus, but it's my first time receiving one. And finally, we have the Poposaurus. So let's head on over to the review table, crack these guys out of the packaging, and take a closer look at them. Okay, so here we are. There are the figures. And yeah, I'm just going to say once again that the Plesiosaurus, even though it's a returning species, to me it's brand new because I wasn't able to get any of the Savage Strikes or the battle damaged one. So to me this entire wave is new species. So let's take the two back ones away and the Eoraptor. I'm going to start with the Plesiosaurus, since to a lot of people this is the only one that's not a new species. So nice open box design as usual. We've got the Jurassic World text logo down here and the picture logo up here, so they've actually separated it for now. We've got Epic Evolution, we've got Danger Pack Plesiosaurus. We've got this little symbol up here which shows it lives in the water, which is correct. And on the back, we have the other figures, of all the figures in this wave. It's advertising the Jurassic World fact set, which is a lot more than just a fact set now. There's proper like little games and stuff on there. So I'll show you the code when that happens. And that's just everything in lots of other different languages. So let's take the Plesiosaurus out of its box. Just a couple of little snippy snips. Throw the box on the floor. Those boxes get recycled. And here is the Plesiosaurus. So this is my first experience with a Mattel Plesiosaurus, because like I said, I didn't really get the other ones. And this is actually pretty impressive. I like it. So we get a closer look at the head. So the eyes on both sides are painted really well. This is a nice one. So we've got this orange pattern going sort of around the eye and along the snout. The teeth are painted fairly nicely on the outside, but they're not really painted on the inside of the mouth, on the top or bottom jaw. And we've got this nice dark, almost dark blue colour going down from the head all the way down the neck to the tail, which is good because then it feels like this figure is actually painted all the way through. And then we've got a light grey running along the underbelly, except for the tail. So that's really nice. I actually really like this one. I do kind of wish I got some of the other plesiosaurs, but, you know, I wasn't able to. I couldn't find them anywhere. And now they're going for quite a lot of money. But yeah, for articulation, we can open and close the mouth. Inside the mouth is painted the same monotone deep red colour, except the roof of the mouth. The neck can go up and down, so it can look all the way up and straight ahead. It can't look down, but it can go straight ahead. The flippers can rotate. They're not on any sort of swivel hinges, so they're just on swivels. That's for all of the flippers. And the tail has the unnecessary swivel articulation. So for display-wise, I would probably go something like that. So it's supported by the front flippers and the tail, and the back flippers are off the ground. For the scan code, there we go. There's the scan code for the Plesiosaurus. A lot of people have already reviewed this wave, so, you know, you've probably already got the codes from somewhere else. But if you haven't, there's the code for the Plesiosaurus. And we'll put him off to the side. And we'll bring the Eoraptor in. So exactly the same packaging, except this dinosaur lives up in the mountains. And I know Plesiosaurus isn't a dinosaur. So, but oh well. So, Eoraptor. This is a good chunky figure. I like this one. Eyes, once again, are painted really nicely on both sides of the face. On mine, which is good. I like the colouring. There's not much paint going on. It's all mainly moulded in this dark brown, grey browny plastic with this paint, like the white or pale grey paint on the head and the back. And then just solid grey on the beak and the horns, which is nice because Mattel does have a habit of forgetting to paint the beak and horns of their ceratopsians. So it's nice. There's no paint around the back of the frill. That's just the grey, darker grey plastic. But oh well, so that is actually really nice. The orange eye actually stands out really nicely. I am a fan. Always like new ceratopsians as well. Instead of just Triceratops. For Triceratops, I only bought the base Rorivores one from Fallen Kingdom. I never got any of the others because they were all the same sculpt. So yeah. So for articulation, the head can go all the way down, so it can be like it's feeding or ready to charge. And it can look up as well. The legs can go forward and back, but there is a soft spot where they sort of like softly lock into place, and that'll be the ideal spot to have it so it's posed with all four legs on the ground. Back legs can go forward and back as well. And the tail has the ridiculous rotation. These legs do not go in and out because these danger packs are like the attack packs from ye olde days of Fallen Kingdom. So these are just the very, very basic figures. But they do look, you know, really nice. I am a fan of the Eoraptor. Moving on to the 2-pack of tiny figures for the Eoraptor and the Stegourus. These guys live in the jungle. Could also be a swamp. But I think it's meant to be the jungle. So we'll just give them a quick snippy snip to free them. Well, this plastic doesn't want to snip on these ones. To be fair, these scissors are probably really blunt. Throw the boxes down there. So we got them out. We'll take a quick look at the Stegourus first. Is that the right way around? Don't think it matters. Not much to say in terms of the... Oh, wait. No, wait. Eoraptor scan code. There you go. I forgot about that. Come on, focus. There we go. Eoraptor scan code. And back to the Stegourus. This is a cute little guy. He's like a little mini Stegosaurus sort of thing, with his tail facing the wrong way. It's like a mix between a Stegosaur and an Ankylosaur in a way. So it's kind of cute. Eyes, once again, actually painted really nicely. The beak has been painted, which is nice. It's all moulded in this dark green plastic with a light green stripe going from the nose to about halfway down the body. And then we've got the tail spikes painted in this same green colour. Like I said, don't think it really matters which way up the tail goes for this one, but I think that is the right way. For articulation, tail has the pointless swivel. The legs can go back and forth. They're a bit stiff. The head can't do anything. It does sort of look like it should have a swivel here, where there's the break in the neck. But no, it doesn't want to. So the Stegourus doesn't have anything on the head. But it does have the scan code. So there we go. Scan code for the Stegourus. Moving on to the Eoraptor. This one honestly looks like it's got less paint on it. But overall, they're probably the same amount of paint. The big eyes, big beady eyes, are painted pretty nicely on both sides of this figure. So we've got a nice red head with a cream coloured jaw, and the red runs in a stripe down to about just above the hips, with the arms being red as well. Inside the mouth, painted really nicely. The roof of the mouth isn't, but red actually kind of works. We've got the little fleshy bit that's painted, the tongue's painted, the teeth are painted nicely. So, yeah. The rest of it is sort of moulded. So the only paint really is teeth, tongue, eyes, red stripe going down the body. I'm sorry if you heard that. Some people are riding bikes outside. So, for articulation on this guy, we've got the mouth. Nothing on the head itself, though. We do have the arms. And we have the legs. Oh, and of course the pointless tail articulation. The tail was actually twisted in the box on mine. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now it's the right way up. And for the scan code, there you go. There's the scan code for the Eoraptor. I do wish they'd put the scan codes back on the feet, especially with these smaller figures. And that just kind of looks a bit obvious. It's not as bad on the Stegourus, but I preferred it when they were on the feet for some of the figures. Poposaurus. This is the one I've mostly been looking forward to in this wave. It looks really nice. Once again, a water dinosaur. So let's break you out of the packaging. And wow, this is actually really nice. Eyes, once again, painted really nicely on my figures. When I went to pick these up, there were multiples of the Poposaurus, the Eoraptor, Stegourus, and the Plesiosaurus, so I could have my pick of the best paint job. For the Eoraptor, there was only the one, but luckily it has good paint job anyway. So here is the Poposaurus, and once again, this one feels like it's got paint all over it. So it's been moulded in this blue plastic, but we've got a bit of orange splash up by the face. We've got this grey that runs from the bottom jaw all the way down to about the butt. But on the tail, we also have orange splashes. So like I said, it feels like there's actual paint running the full length of the figure, which is nice. Will mine actually stand up because it's got a bit of a warped leg? Oh, mine doesn't want to stand, which is great. Oh no, there we go. It's going to fall over again though. So it's honestly really nice. Paint inside the mouth. Oh, that's a lot further than that mouth is meant to open. But nothing on the top jaw, but we've got the tongue that's been painted nicely and the little fleshy bits. And the teeth have also been painted okay. They're painted nicely on the bottom jaw, but the top jaw, they're a little sloppy. So yeah, that is a broken jaw right there. But naturally, you're probably looking about that for it to look really nice. Honestly, I really like the tail. It's giving me like Spinosaur vibes with the tail. That is really nice. And it has 4 toes on each foot. It's got little mutant feet. Like crocodile feet. I like it. For articulation, as you saw, the mouth can open and close. The head can look all the way down. And it can look up. The arms can move back and forth. The legs can move back and forth as well, and the tail has the pointless rotation, which I honestly don't understand. Oh, bit of plastic just flaked off. But yeah, it has the pointless articulation. Wow, it really did just flake off, look. This took a bit of a chunk out of the sculpt. Oh well. Scan code. Here you go. Scan code for the Poposaurus. I actually really like, I do really like this Poposaurus. This is one I was mainly looking forward to in this wave. The little Eoraptor is nice too. You're going to stand up now. I've moved your leg a bit more. Yep. So mine doesn't really want to stand up, but it will once you've manipulated it a little bit. So I'll just balance you against that. So there we go. That is wave 1 of the Epic Evolution Danger Pack figures. Poposaurus is definitely my favourite. The Eoraptor is probably number 2. I was pleasantly surprised by that one. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you guys in the next video, whatever that'll be. Bye!